Hello, people who decide to watch this. I am currently, I don't really know what to call it. Doing stuff with sage. I'm plucking all the leaves off. I just trimmed my sage bushes that are out front. If you can see here, this is kind of just a big branch of it. I haven't pruned them. I planted them probably 2 years ago, and they sort of just survived. I didn't think they would survive. I completely expected them to die off, but they lived, and so earlier this year, I think, my husband went ahead and moved them out to the front, right under the window, just to have some bushes, and so I just went ahead and pruned them, and they're a little bit smaller now. I'm scared that they won't come back, but I'm hoping they will, because there's a lot of new growth. I mean, if you can see, there's just all this new growth here, like right here. Yeah, anyway. Lots of new growth, but you can see where they died, and we saw that they had life in them still, so we decided to plant them out front. And then the new growth here, it sort of just went, I'm dead, and then sprouted all this. So I went ahead and just got rid of this because it's fucked up anyway. But yeah, I'm just nervous they won't come back, but I think they will. We also have our strawberries coming in. We have a a little patch out back. I actually wanted them to die off because I forgot what kind they are, but there's like 2 different types, I think, but my mom gave us them as baby plants, and we planted them out there, and they've done really well. But they're not the ever-bearing kind, which produces all season. They're the kind that just produces once and they're done. I mean, thankfully we have a ton, because they grew like crazy. But I wanted them to die off so we could plant the ever-bearing kind. But because we were like putting straw down to, oh, my arm's getting tired. We were putting straw down to insulate them, and we had like a tarp on them and everything. But then last year we were just like, I mean, I just want them to die, so we just didn't cover them, sort of out of laziness, also out of like, hopefully they'll die off so we can plant the other type. No, they didn't die. They came back with a freaking vengeance. They're so healthy, it's insane, and it's kind of pissing me off. I mean, I'm gonna love getting the strawberries, but we don't get enough. I want like a ton. We're gonna make strawberry preserves. I want to make a bunch of other stuff, but I don't know. It does grow quite a few at least. So yeah. I mean, I'd like to show my garden. I feel like that would be a really cute idea. We haven't started our big garden yet. Out back, he was just able to start tilling. I don't know how people have started their gardens, because there has been frost pretty much since the beginning of the year. You can't really do much with it. And then the past few weeks it's been so wet, so we haven't been able to till. And he was finally able to till the other day, and he still wants to till again, so we haven't been able to start the garden yet. We have a hydroponic system, like one of those big ones, and it has like little pods around it. It's a really nice system. He got it from a coworker. How it works is like, it's only water. We have little peat pellets, but it's only the water that gets let me put it back. It's only the water that gets like cycled through, and it has I don't even know, chemicals or whatever in the water to help it grow without soil. So that's pretty nice. So that stuff is coming in pretty good. It's mostly herbs and like lettuce, spinach, stuff like that. Everything is coming in. I just checked it when I got home. Everything is coming in, I think, except the cilantro. But that's great because I was really worried that stuff wasn't coming in yet. And now I just noticed like so much is coming in. So that's great. The lettuce, it's going nuts. It grew a little too much in one, so I think I might just transfer those little seedlings into a different pot so we can have even more lettuce. But we'll have to see about that. Oh, I had already plucked some sage the other day. And so I dried that because we have a dehydrator. I dried it, and I ground that up and used that and I put that in my spice cabinet as dried sage. I'm gonna go ahead and do that with this. If I make any extra, maybe I'll try to sell it. I don't know. I would love to do that, just selling the stuff I make. I don't know. I like baking, I like cooking, I like gardening, I like, what's another word? Foraging? I don't know. Also, it's a bit of a mess, but these are my sage, flowers. So I'm going ahead and just putting them, I'm just putting the flowers in the jar, vase. Trying to get a use of the whole plant, you know what I mean? I'd like to keep some fresh sage. I guess I don't really need to because I have the bushes out there, but yeah, it's a lot of fun making dried sage. That's all I gotta say. Oh, and then I also have a garden out front with the wildflowers. Those are coming in great. It's all just flowers coming in really nice. I cannot wait to see until that's done, and I'm gonna show you guys too. Look how dirty and sticky my fingers are from plucking all this. Just kidding, I love you. Just look at all this new growth that is just crowded on there. Like, I feel really bad for it because I left it to do this for so long. I mean, I knew it was doing that, but gotten around to it, you know. Life. So the reason I'm plucking the leaves off is because the reason I'm plucking the leaves off is because I'm going to throw them in the dehydrator. With sage, you can just hang them up for like 1 or 2 weeks, I think, and they'll dry that way. And I think that's like the best way to do it. But we don't really have anywhere to do that. I mean, the basement. Hey, stop. The calico is Cass. She just had surgery, so I'm trying not to let them fight. We have the basement, but the basement is a little musty. Just, you know, this is an old house, so I mean, it's just musty. And I mean, we have the closets, but there's just not enough space. I don't really know, but rosemary too, it said on Google it was like the wood, sage and rosemary are woody, so they're good to hang up like that. But like the more leafy plants like basil, oregano, stuff like that, it's best to put them in the dehydrator. The only other herb I did this with was the cilantro from a couple years ago. And I still actually have some of that, and it tastes pretty good, so I only did that because our first garden was 2 years ago. We were really new at it. We didn't really know much. So I know so much more now, just being older and also consuming more gardening content. It's just so much easier to think to do, you know? It's just so easy now. Like a couple years ago, I didn't even know about, I guess I did know about pruning, but I just wouldn't have done it. And now I just freaking massacred my sage bushes. Even though I was a little scared still, I mean, I'm a little bit more comfortable with it. We didn't do it last year because I was pregnant. Well, fucking duh, I was pregnant. I gave birth and had a child. And I gave birth in January. So, it was just a lot. We were dealing with her. It was difficult. But it's a lot easier this year. You know, what is she? She's 16 months. So it's a lot easier to do stuff. We can actually, like, leave her out. We can, like, leave her inside if we go outside real quick to do something. Or we can leave her out in the yard if I'm out in the front with, like, doing the gardening out front. She can kind of just hang out in front with me. We can have family come over and watch her. You know, people aren't as scared to watch a toddler as they are a newborn, so... Yeah, it's just been so much easier, and I'm definitely excited to get some gardening done. There is something about growing your own stuff and providing for yourself. It's just a really great feeling. And I'm so happy that we can do this. It's really great. I'm sure we would have done it anyway, but my husband owns this house. We want to move eventually, but it's our house for now. Not the best, but you know. I'm also trying to get all the stems off because my last batch, the stem parts didn't grind, so there's just like sticks in my other batch because they just dry so freaking hard. So I'm gonna try to get all the stems off. Finally done. Here's all the sage I got. Now I'm gonna wash it and then pop it in the dehydrator. Oh my god, I was doing this for like 2 hours. I'm also making some bread. I need to do the dishes. The bread should be good to pop in a loaf pan. And then here's the flowers. Love them. Put them over here. Love it. Look how dark and sticky my fingers are. Gross. That's gonna be fun to get off. Also, I'm sick from the smell of sage. It's bad. The dehydrator is running and I sort of had to pack it really tight because there was a lot. So I put it on the highest heat. Hopefully it'll be done tonight, but it's already 4:30, so might not be done tonight. We'll have to see. I finished the sage last night and it did actually dry all the way, so that was pretty nice. Here it all is. So lesson to be learned, the slower the better, because I did it on the highest heat and it only took a few hours. I noticed that it smelled different than the first batch. This sort of smells like it's cooked. The first batch smelled like true sage. And this just doesn't smell right. So, lesson learned. Low and slow. Which is always the case, but you never want to do that, you know? Honestly, I'll probably just keep that and then just do it better next time because I don't really want to waste it, so. Disappointing, but I'm sure it will still taste pretty good.